Skybird's home was a lofty mountain peak. Where the clouds seemed to touch the sky, its peak was the highest in the area, and the view from the summit was breathtaking. The air was crisp and cool, and the sun shone brightly, allowing Skybird to take in the beauty of the world. Below the mountain was a refuge, a place of solace and peace, and Skybird was content to stay there, basking in the glory of the landscape. It was her home, and she cherished it dearly. Skybird had always dreamed of flying high above the treetops, soaring through the clouds, and feeling the wind on its wings. It dreamed of a life of freedom and adventure, of discovering new places and meeting new creatures. It was a dream that seemed impossible to reach, but Skybird was determined to make it happen every day. It practiced its wings, building its strength and learning new techniques with each passing day. Its dream was getting closer and closer to becoming a reality. Taking flight, Skybird soared high into the sky. She felt the wind in her feathers and the sun on her wings. The world below her was a blur of colors, and the sky above was a vast, infinite blue. She allowed the wind to take her wherever it wanted, and she felt a sense of freedom and joy she had never felt before. She was filled with a sense of possibility, and the unknown was suddenly full of potential. She was finally living her dream. The unknown can be a daunting prospect, but it also holds the promise of new adventures and opportunities for Skybird. The unknown was a challenge that she was determined to face head-on with her wings spread wide. She set off into the unknown with a sense of courage and determination. She was excited to see what lay ahead, and was ready to take on any obstacles that came her way with a newfound sense of confidence. Skybird was ready to explore the unknown. The sun shone brightly through the trees of the forest, its rays dappling the ground in a kaleidoscope of colors. The air was thick with the scent of pine and the chirping of birds, and the occasional rustle of a creature in the undergrowth. It was a peaceful place, but also one of mystery and danger as the group of adventurers stepped into the forest. They knew that they were entering a place of unknown possibilities and hidden secrets. Deep in the forest, a magical creature could be found. It had the body of a deer, but the wings of a bird. Its fur was a deep blue, and its antlers were adorned with jewels. It was a sight to behold, and it glowed with an ethereal light as it moved through the trees. It seemed to leave a trail of glittering dust in its wake. The creature was said to be a protector of the forest, and it was a sign of good luck for those who were lucky enough to spot it. I was walking through the forest, admiring the beauty of the trees and the animals that lived there, when I suddenly heard a noise. I stopped in my tracks and looked around, trying to find the source of the noise. To my surprise, I saw a small, magical creature standing in front of me. We stared at each other for a few moments, both of us seemingly in shock at the unexpected meeting. I was mesmerized by its beauty, and it seemed to be just as curious about me. We stood there for a few moments, neither of us sure what to do next. As the creature and I conversed, I was surprised to find that we had a lot in common. We shared a love of nature and a passion for exploration. We also agreed that the forest was a wonderful place to discover new things soon. I found myself eagerly anticipating our next meeting. I was delighted to have made a new friend in the magical creature who lived in the forest. We had forged a bond that I knew would last for a long time. The adventurers returned to the forest with the same excitement they had when they first entered. The magical creature was waiting for them, and the protagonist was elated to see it again. They talked for a while, and the creature gave the protagonist a special gift to remember their time together. With a heavy heart, the adventurers said their farewells and began their journey home. After a tearful goodbye, I reluctantly left my family behind. I was filled with a mixture of emotions: sadness for leaving the ones I love, excitement for a journey ahead, and anticipation of the unknown. I hugged them all one last time, and with a heavy heart, I began my journey. I waved goodbye and watched as they slowly disappeared from sight, until all that was left was a distant memory. The farewell had been bittersweet, but the gift of a silver locket lifted the mood. It was a beautiful piece of jewelry, intricately crafted with a floral pattern on the front and inscribed with a heartfelt message on the back. The locket was a reminder of the bond between them, a reminder that no matter how far apart they were, their love and friendship would never be forgotten. The gift was a symbol of their love and a reminder of the journey they had shared. The journey home was bittersweet. The excitement of returning to the familiar was overshadowed by the sadness of leaving behind the people and places that had become so dear. As the train pulled away from the station, I looked out the window, filled with a mix of emotions. I thought of the new memories I had made, the lessons I had learned, and the friends I had made who I would never forget. I was ready to return home, but I knew that I would never forget my time away.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.